Hello students, today I am discussing some sample programs on one-dimensional arrays. So our first program is to read a one-dimensional array, write a program to read one-dimensional array and print them in reverse order. And this is what I call the program. So our aim is to read one-dimensional array and print them those elements in reverse order. Okay. So first we are placing the extra files. cd.h, con.h, standard input output.h, console input output.h. And next, main function, braces open. To write the code, we need a one-dimensional array, int a of 10. Okay, that means this array can store maximum 10 elements only, and n is the number of elements. Next, I is for array index. CLR for to clear the screen. First, read the n. That means how many elements do you want read. Enter the number of elements. With the use of scanf function, we read n value. Now, based on the n value, you read that much of elements, array values. Based on the n value, we read the array elements. Enter %d array elements. Based on n value, it's asking number of elements. So I'm reading some number of elements. So that reason I'm using loop now. I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. With the use of scanf, just read the array number as of I. Up to this one is input. Now variable declaration and reading input is completed. Now processing the elements. That means to print the array elements in reverse order. So before printing, I am placing the sum statement like after the given array elements in reverse order. So before printing, and display the sum statement like the given elements in reverse order. Now process it. That means to print the array elements in reverse order. For I equal to. So actually the elements are stored from 0th location to nth location. But my output to print the array elements in reverse order. That means to print the first, the last element, and then last before element, and then last before element, like up to the 0th location. So last location to first location to print. Okay. So my starting point is n minus 1th location. That means last location. I return are equal to 0. So last location to 0th location I want to print. So I am decreasing the location. Last location, and then before location, and then before location. So that reason I minus. So location is decreasing here, index value. So now printing the elements. Of I. So just assume it. If I run this program, first the system asking enter the number of elements. Okay, so I'm given n value like just assume it in value 5. Now, after that, the system display the statement like enter 5 array elements. Okay, now I want to give some 5 array elements. Just assume it those array elements like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So 10 to 50, 10 to 5 elements. So by default, the 10 is stored at A of 0th location, next A of 1 location, A of 2, A of 3, and A of 4, like this. A of 0th location to A of 4th location. Total 5 elements are stored in the array. And then the next statement is the given array elements in reverse order. Show the sum statement shows. So after that, this for loop is executed. So whenever this loop is executed, the output like printing the elements in reverse order, like first 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. Like this, the output will be displayed. Okay. So this is our before executing this program, I am saving this program and this program F2. So you will see my title is okay. So in Chandra folder. So my program name is pr1.c program under C. So in that, so Chandra folder is not available. Okay, I'm using the one Chandra directly C // pr1.c. Okay, save it. No, I'm executing, that means all F9, compiling the program. So 0 errors and 0 warnings. Now control F9. Okay, our start statement is enter the number of elements, that means n value. So I'm giving 5. So it asking enter 5 array elements. My input is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, total 5 values. When I'm pressing enter button, it printing the statement like the given array elements in reverse order 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. Like so output the given array elements in reverse order 50, 40, 20, 30, 20, and 10. This is the first program. Okay. So now let's see second program. Second program. Okay. New. So second program title is write a program for to read the array elements, to read the floating point array elements and print sum of those floating point array elements. So aim is to read the floating point array elements and print them sum of those floating point array elements. Okay. So normally we are placing header files like std watch and conio.h. Void main okay. For number of elements, so I'm taking 10 variable and for array index I. Okay, our input is floating point elements. For that reason, the data type is float. Array is float data type. Next output also float. So that reason sum. So initially the sum is assigned with 0. CLRS here. So printf read the n value scanf. Now read the floating point array elements. So based on the n value, it reading that much of floating point array elements. So before reading, I'm studying this. I'm placing the some statement like enter the %d floating point array elements. So now place the for loop for I equal to 0th location to I less than nth location I plus plus. Now read the array scanf. So array is float data type. So that reason the conversion character is %f address of a of I. Now input is completed. Now processing and printing the output. Okay. So before processing, I'm placing the statement like okay. First process it for I equal to 0th location to I less than n I plus plus. Equal to sum plus a of I and printf sum of floating point array elements are %.2 f. That means in fractional part display only 2 digits only. So okay, just assume it when I am executing this program, system asking enter the n value. So my n value is 3. Just assume it. So system asking enter the 3 floating point array elements. So give 3 floating point array elements 3.4, 2.2, 1.3. And so by default 3.4 is stored at 0th location a of 0, and this one stored at a of 1th location, this one stored at a of 2 location. After giving the inputs, now this statement is executed. Initially I value 0, 0 less than or n value 3. So 0 less than 3, condition true. So whenever the condition true, it executing this statement. Okay. So here all at 0, 0 plus a of 0 is 0. Here a of 0th location is 3.4, 0 plus 3.4. That 3.4 is stored at sum. Again it moving to this location. So I value incremented. Already I value 0. Already our I value is 0, 0 plus 1. So I value incremented by 1. So 1 less than 3. Again our condition true. So again the statement is executed. Already in sum we have it 3.4 plus a of 1th location. Our a of 1 location is 2.2. So 3.4 plus 2.2. That means 5.6. That 5.6 is stored at some location. Okay, like this loop is executed until this condition false. Whenever this condition false, So with the use of this printf statement, I am printing the sum. In sum, we have a value like the sum of floating point array elements. That value is printed. Okay, see the output. Before executing this program, I am saving, and my program name is program2.c. So 0 errors and 0 warnings. Enter the number of elements. So my n value is 3. I am giving the same values 3.4, 2.2 and 1.2. Okay, so the output 3.4 plus 2.2 plus 1.2, 6.8. The output is 6.8. 6.80. Okay. Now see the next program. So the program title is write a program for to read some array elements and print the array elements and print the array elements which is divisible with 5 and which is not divisible which is not divisible with 10. So our aim is to read the number of array elements and print the array elements which is divisible with 5 and not divisible with 10. Okay, just assume it in our array we have a 4 elements like 10, 20, 35 and 45. 10, 20, 35 and 45. So out of these 4 elements, so 10 and 20, these 2 elements are divisible with 5 as well as 10. So these 2 values are not printing. So 35 is divisible with 5 but not 10. Again 45 is also divisible with 5 and not divisible with 10. So that reason we are printing the only which are divisible with 5 and not divisible with 10 array elements only. Okay, let's see that some program. I should do stdio.h. So we need a one array int of 10, I for array index and n for number of elements. And def enter the number of elements with the use of scanf function. Read n value now. Scanf %d address of n. Now read the array elements based on n value. Enter %d array elements. Now place a for loop. So for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus scanf percentage d matrix of I. So up to this input is completed, variable declaration and input is completed. Now crossing the statement. Okay. So before crossing, I am placing the some statement like printf the elements which is divisible with 5 and not divisible with 10. So from array, I am picking one by one elements and to check whether it is divisible with and not divisible with 10. Okay. For that, I am writing the coding like. So for picking one by one elements, so I am placing the sum loop for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. So for every time after picking the element, to check whether the element is which is divisible with 5 and not divisible with 10. Okay, of I mod 5 equal to 0 and divisible with 10. Of I mod 10 not equal to 0. So if the condition is true, then only print the array elements. Okay, when I am executing this program, the first statement is enter the number of elements. Okay, just assume it. My n value is 3. So next statement is enter the 3 elements. System asking enter 3 array elements. So my 3 elements like 20, 35 and 45. Okay, our next statement is the elements which is divisible with 5 and not divisible with 10. So initially I value 0. Okay, so 0 less than our n value 3, 0 less than 3, our condition true. Then so executing the if condition, whenever in for loop the condition is true, executing if condition. So a of I, so I value 0, a of 0th location. In a of 0th location we have a 20. So 20 mod 5. Whenever the mod symbol is used, it gives output as a reminder. Okay, 20 mod 5, 5 4s are 20 and the remainder 0. So 0 equal to 0, our condition true. So again here we have some condition, another condition, a of I. So a of 0th location, again 20 is there, 20 mod 10, 20 mod 10. So it gives reminder as a 0, 0 not equal to 0, 0 not equal to 0, that the condition is false. So whenever the logical and true means when both conditions are true, then only true. But our first condition is true, this is true, but this condition is false. So that reason this printf statement is not executed. Again it moves to I plus plus. Okay. So next I value incremented by 1. So 0 plus 1, 1. So 1 less than 3. Again our condition true. So it moving to if condition. So your first location. First location we have a 35 values there, 35 mod 5. So it gives reminder as a 0, 0 equal to 0. So condition true. The first condition is true again. 35 mod 10. So 10 threes are 30. Remainder 5. So 5 not equal to 0. This condition also true. So whenever the both conditions are true, then only the printf statement is executed. So it's printing the A of I value. So I value is 1. A of first location 35. That 35 is printing like this. So every time it picking one element from the array and then it checks whether the element is which is divisible with 5 and not divisible with 10. Okay. If the condition is true, printing that element, otherwise it moving to the next element. Like this, it checking the first element to last element. After printing the elements which are divisible with 5 and not divisible with 10, it exits from the loop. Okay. See the output. So before executing this program, I am saving this program. So and this is my third program, program 3.c. Let's see the output. Alt F9. Okay, some errors are there. Just use undetermined string. So so 0 warnings and 0 errors. Control F9. Enter the number of elements. So my input is, so number of elements are 4. Enter 4 array elements. My inputs like 10, 25, 30 and 45. So out of these 4 values, 10 is divisible with 5 and 10. So that reason it does not print the 10. And next value 25. So 25 is divisible with 5 and not divisible with 10. Okay. So that reason it printing the 25 and 30. Next value 30. 30 is not printing because of, so 30 is divisible with 5 as well as 10 also. So that reason it does not print the 30 and 45. The 45 is divisible with 5 and not divisible with 10. So that reason printing 25 and 45 only. Okay, and the output is 25, 45 only. This is the output. Sorry, display some wrong output. Just to check whether our program some value. it is 20, 10 and 35. Let's see what it. So enter the number of elements 4, 10, 35, 45 and 20. So out of these four elements, 35 and 45, which is divisible with 5 and not divisible with 10. So that reason output is 35 and 45. 35 and 45. Okay. Now next program. Write a program for to read the array elements and copy them in new array. So our aim is to read the array elements and copy the same elements in the new array. Hash include stdio.h hash include on io.h. Next naming function. So we need two arrays. One is for reading and another one is for to copy the already existing elements into new array. So A of 10 and B of 10 comma I comma 0. So I for one array index and J for some other array index. Okay. So CLR. So we need n value also for number of elements. So first to read the n value, that means enter the number of array elements. The use of scanf function, read and value now. After that, to read the one array, so printf enter percentage d array elements sum of read array equal 0, I less than n, I plus 2. Scanf, I'm reading the sum array address of A of I. Okay, so up to this input is completed. Now processing. So far I equal to 0, comma j equal to 0. So I less than n, I plus plus, comma j plus plus. Now the condition is true. I am moving one element by element from array A to array B. Okay, so I am copying A array elements into B array elements. B of j equal to A of I. So after moving all the elements from one array to another array, I am printing the both arrays. So printf actual array elements are so for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. So printf percentage AD means use 3 spaces for each element of I. So this is the actual array elements of copying array. Duplicate arrays again to print the B array elements j equal to 0, j less than n, j plus plus. So printf percentage AD P of j elements. CH. So before executing this program, I'm saving. So my program title is program 5.c. So before executing, see here. So just assume it, my value is 5. So it asking enter 5 array elements. Those 5 array elements like 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Just assume it. So I'm storing 5 array elements. By default 10 stored at A of 0, 20 stored at A of 1, 30 A of 2, 40 stored at A of 4, A of 3, 50 stored at A of 4. Okay. So and up to this one is input. Now processing. That means copying array elements from one array to another array. So initially I value 0 and j value 0. So I value 0, 0 less than our n value 5. So 0 less than 5, condition true. Whenever the condition true, this statement is executed. So I value 0, A of 0th location stored in B of 0th location. So our A of 0 value 10. The 10 is stored in B of 0th location. After executing this statement, it moving to increment and decrement for. So at every element copying from one element to another element, I am incrementing by the actual array index and duplicate array index also. So I plus plus and j plus plus. I plus plus is the actual array index. J plus plus is the duplicate array index. Okay. So I value incremented and j value incremented. I value 0, j value 0 initially, 0 plus 1, 1, 1. So I value 1 and j value 1. Again it moving to here. So now I value 1, 1 less than 5. Again continue. Now this statement is executed. Now A of 1th location is stored at B of 1th location. Like this, it's moving one by one element from actual array to duplicate array. So this process is executed until to copy all the elements from actual array to duplicate array. So after copying all the array elements, so automatically the condition is false, I less than n condition is false, it exits from the for loop. Then I'm printing the actual array elements. That means A of I array elements, array elements, and then duplicate array also. So B array elements also. Okay, just see the output. So 0 errors and 0 warnings. Enter the number of array elements. My input is 5. That means n value 5. Now give the 5 array values 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Let's see the output. Actual array elements are 10 to 50 and duplicate array also 10 to 50. Okay. once again show you. The same program. So in value 5. So enter 5 arrangements and 40, 30, 60 and 7. This is outputs. Actual array and duplicate array elements also same values. The actual array elements are and duplicate arrays. Okay, to copy the array elements from one array to another array. Now, let's see next program. Write a program for data program to insert a element, insert a new element into already existing array. Right, specified position. So write a program write a program to insert a new element into a already existing array at specified position. That means just assume it already we have some array. In that array the elements like 10, 20, 30, 40. We have already 4 elements 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. Now I want to insert a new element into that array at specified position. Okay. So our new element is 25. Just assume it. Okay. So then the user must specify the where that new element is stored, and that means that position. Okay. So we have 0th location 10, first location 20, second location 30, and third location 40 is there. Okay. So when I'm saying second position, that means the output like 10, 20, 25, 30 and 40. Like this, the output will be displayed. Okay. So there is our program. I'm explaining again. Let's see the code. Hash include stdio.h hash include panel.h. So then main function and now read the one dimensional array int of 10 psi for array index and for number of elements and position also where we are inserting by the new element. SCR. Now read the n value, that means enter the number of elements. Enter the number of elements. Scanf percentage % of n. Now read the array printf enter %d array elements for I equal to 0, I less than 1, I plus plus. There is a scanf function. I'm reading the array of I. So variable declaration is completed, n value reading completed, and array also completed. Now to specify the position as well as new element also. So item variable for new elements. Okay, after reading the array, we read two variables like position and item. Position for where we are inserting by the new element. Item is the new element. So printf enter the new element. Scanf percentage d address of item. So new element variable is item. Now read the position. Enter the position. Enter the position. So now read the position. Address of position. So now applying the processing statements for I equal to. So whenever we are inserting a new element into the already existing array, it can be done in two steps. First of all, we have to move the array values from last location to position to next position. Okay, that means the last position value is moving to the next location. The last before value moving to the nth location. Like this n minus 2 position value moving to n minus 1 position, n minus 3 value, n minus 3 location value is moving to the n minus 2 location value. Like this, first we have to move the elements from right hand side to up to reach the position. Whenever we reach by the position index, then we inserting the new element into that position location. Okay. So first of all, we have to move the elements for I equal to n minus 1 to I greater than position.
You are currently the only person in this conference.